All right, so the first leg of the bye pot, and I think punters will be smiling from ear to ear. I don't see too much damage after the running of race number 1. It's gone the way of number 6, Flaming Duchess, the daughter of Duke of Marmalade. Well done to Daniel Bass, of course, Mr. McLean, well played. I know that he does a lot of travelling all around the world. Mike de Kock, Diane de Kock, and of course Matthew as well. And well done, Daniel, a horse that you know really well at the moment. And tell us where you won the race. Of course, you sent it at about the 400, got about 3 lengths on the field, and I must say, a good ride from you.
Thanks very much, sir. I would like to say thanks to Tim de Kock first to give me a second chance on this horse because I ran third with him. So I asked her again, then he said, okay, he's going to be fine, he's going to give me. I'd love to say thanks to Mr. McLean, to the owner, for this whole of support, and Mr. Elsin also, to be coaching me at track. Thanks very much.
Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, I haven't had the pleasure of interviewing you before, but just listening to Alistair in the commentary box, you've come from PE?
Yes, I come from PE. I used to work for Miss Bremner there. And the time I asked her to come in Joburg, since I like to ride the races, because I failed at Academy in 2004 because I was overweight. Then I come back. So I checked, let me come this side, have a chance there. Then also Mr. Larry Winston said, no, you can go. I asked Yvette, she said, okay, go prove yourself there. Now I see I prove myself there by de Kock's yard, Mr. Terry, Diane Stenger, the guys I worked for them, they in Rangis. I like to say big thanks to them.
And I tell you what, after a ride like that, I'm sure you'll be getting a lot more in the future. So well done, Daniel. I just want to ask you quickly, obviously we'll ask the jocks a bit later, but the track condition, the rain hasn't really affected it?
No, it haven't affected so much because also my horse was hanging last 200 meters to the inside. I let him go there because the time I take the first canter, I was already that side to feel the track. I was, I don't know, down there in the stand side. But so far in the middle and inside, I think it's much better.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, Daniel, and well played over here.
Thanks very much.
Lovely stuff. Well done to Daniel Bass, and great to have him in the winner's enclosure. Alison, good to have you back on track this afternoon, and yeah, things are going nicely at the moment, and this horse, Professional Maiden, finally got it right.
Yes, finally got it right. Daniel also rode a good race today.
And in terms of instructions, Al, will you just try and get some cover and not go too early? Something along the lines thereof?
Yes, Mr. Mike Kitzel must tell him mustn't go too early. He must jump, get some cover. Because I know last time he rode, he hung on the inside. And the second time, Michael van Rensburg riding also hung on the inside. I said to him, he must wait as much as he can, but he mustn't wait until the race finish. He ran a very good race today. He deserved it. He worked hard, that boy. He's worked very hard there. So he deserved it. He got a very good hands at the track of the horses there. So I'm very happy for him. He won that race, sir.
I think very similar tactics to you. Same sort of a profile, because I know you work extremely hard, Alson, and you're doing a sterling job. I just want to ask you, you've got 2 more left. Horses that must have some sort of chances?
Yes, Jacob Spin, I think, has got a good chance to beat Fabian. Is also, I think, is a good weight horse, well weighted. Other one, Alicante, just come off the maiden. I just want to see how she go, but he's doing well at home. Can't see the problem if he can run on the first 3. Another thing, as I said, went down to Mike, Matthew, Diana, Vengi, David, the whole team back at home. Well done to him, and the owner, Mr. McCliff, and the start, Lamas Club start to breed that filly. She's a nice filly. She's got a few problems, but I think he's going to win more of that.
Alson, where's the big boss? Last question, is he still in Joburg or is he already in Cape Town?
No, he's still in Joburg. I think he's flying tonight to Cape Town.
Lovely
to the
stuff.
big day.
Good to have you back in the winner's enclosure. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Mr. Brandon.
Well done. Well done to Alson. Great to have him back in the winner's enclosure. Certainly a very likeable gentleman, and as transparent as they come. You heard Duke of Spin. He personally thinks that it can give You Can't Hurry Love a bit of a fright a bit later on. So maybe throw that one into exotics. I'll leave that up to you as the punter. But certainly now, in the background, I can see the sun has come out. And let's hope that it can dry up the conditions. We heard from Daniel Bass that the track condition is really in good nick. And I don't think that little bit of rain would have hassled them too much. So well played to the Mike de Kock team. They're looking for a big weekend. Of course, the Lormerans Queen's Plate Festival, that starts tomorrow, day 1 of 2, and we need to get some cash into the back pocket so that we can give that a full go.